Yep. Yeah, there are a lot of rifle rounds. It can get confusing, Joshua, Little John. I can just tell you, so you have families of cartridges, if you will. Um, you have intermediate, and those are anything that goes in an AR or AK or a few other guns, like the Sturmgewehr or M1 carbine, for example. So you have 30 carbine from World War II on the M1 carbine, the little gun that sometimes people carried. So, and then you had, so everything that could go in an AR-15 is an intermediate cartridge, no matter what it is. So everything like 6.5 Grendel can go into an AR-15. It's designed for an AR-15, 6mm arc, 22 arc now. Then they have 338 arc, 300 blackout, 5.56, 5.45 by 45. Anything go AR-15 AK is your intermediate cartridge. And then you'll have short action cartridges. Most of them are based on this case, the 308 Winchester. And those short action cartridges will be 308 Winchester, and then neck down to 7mm 08 Winchester, neck up to 338 Federal, 243 neck down to 243 Winchester, 260 Remington, which is .264, 6.5mm on a 308 Winchester case, and then you have a totally different case design in the 6.5 and the 6.5 and the 6mm Creedmoors. But all of those are intermediate cartridges, so they're all going to get you roughly between 1900 at the minimum foot-pounds of energy, and at the maximum about 2700. Can't get more depending on which cartridge. So that's where you're at. And then you have the long action cartridges. So these are pretty much all based on the 30-06. Not all of them, but you have the 30-06. You have a 30-06 338 06 is what they call it. That's a rare one. You have to hand load. 25-06, which is the same case, and neck down to a .257 inch bullet. You have the 270, 0.277 inch. You have the 280 Remington, which is a 7mm bullet. Same thing a 7mm Magnum would have, or a 7mm 08 in the short action cartridges would have. 280, and what's really popular is the 280 Ackley Improved right now. Those are all your intermediate action cartridges. And then you'll have your Magnum cartridges, and these can or not have a belt. Your most popular is probably 300 Winchester Magnum, so longer and bigger and more powerful than 30-06. Shoots the same projectile. But there's a whole bunch of Magnum cartridges just in 30 caliber there. And then there's 7mm Remington Magnum, which is probably my favorite to hunt with. That's more because of the rifle than it is the actual cartridge. The cartridge is just fine. On top of there on the moose rack, there's a 338 Winchester Magnum.